Welcome to Sunrise Yogi channel. My name is Sanya. This is a Vinyasa Yoga class for hips and shoulders opening. We're going to start today sitting on our heels. Just relax your hands on your thighs, close your eyes for a moment, and find the center of your being. Focus into the center of your chest. Then on the next inhale, reach your hands all the way over your head, stretch up. And as you exhale, gently release your hands down. And once again, as you inhale, reach your hands overhead. This time, interlace your fingers, reach as far as you can, feel the stretch through the body. And then exhale, release the hands down. Now on the next breath, twist to your right side. So your left hand comes to the front, right hand behind you. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center, exhale, twist to the opposite side. Inhale back to center. Now we're going to come into our tabletop position, all fours. Let's warm up the spine here with our cat and cow. On the inhale, drop the belly, look up, lift the sitting bones. As you exhale, round through your chest, round through your spine, bring your chin to chest. And inhale again, open the body, look up, move the shoulders back, and exhale, round through your spine. And again, inhale, moving with your own breath here, with own rhythm of your breath, and focusing in the chest area, focusing in the center of your being. And let's do one more. And then find your center. Draw the belly in and then extend your right foot back and your left hand forward, so the opposite. Now keep drawing the belly in, keep your hips and your shoulders in level. Flex your back foot and feel the stretch through the leg. Now from here we're going to bend the back knee and reach for the foot behind you. So if you grab the foot, bring the foot away from you here, feel the stretch through the shoulder and the hip. Otherwise, just keep reaching for the foot and feel the strength in the body. Then release your hand down, lift the foot up, and then we're going to turn to our right side. So lifting your right hand all the way up, and then place it on your hip. Now let's do some leg lifts here. 1, 2, 3. Feel your glutes working, feel your core working here as well. So it's a controlled movement. And a few more. Keep your foot flexed as well. And then bring your knee into your chest and then place the foot in front of you. Now start lifting your hips and then extend your left foot to the end of your mat. So this is variation of the side plank. And then extend your right hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Look up and feel the strength coming from your lower waist here, lower hip area. Now let's go back. Hand on your hip, bring the foot back, and then extend your right leg where it was. And then bend that knee and reach for the foot behind your back. So this is our baby half moon posture. Feel the stretch through the whole front of your body and keep breathing. And then as you exhale, slowly release your hand, release your foot, come back to your all fours. Find your center. Tuck your toes under, bring your hips back and lift them up into your first downward facing dog of this practice. Now bring some movement in if your body feels like doing so. You can bend the knees or you can stay steady. So whatever your body wants to do here. So downward dogs are amazing they give us a chance to see where we are today, how the body feels every time you go in your down dog. Now from here we're going to step the right foot forward. Bring the left knee on the floor and come up onto low lunge. Now draw the belly in, extend the tailbone down, and then on the inhale reach your hands over your head. And exhale, release your hands down, come back to your downward facing dog. And let's do the opposite side. Step the left foot, bring the right knee down, extend the toes back, come into your low lunge. Draw the belly in, extend the tailbone down, protect your lower back here. And then inhale, reach your hands over your head, open the heart. And exhale, frame the front foot, step it back into downward facing dog. Stretch your back here. Breathe through your spine. Feel how the body opens every time you go into your down dog. So it's every time is different. Now look between your hands and step your both feet to the front of your mat. As you inhale, find your halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, fold. And then slowly on the next breath, come all the way up, stretch up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, come all the way down. Then inhale, your right leg comes back. And then exhale, left foot meets the right into plank. Come down on your knees. On the exhale, come all the way down on your belly, extend your toes. And then inhale, find your cobra, lift the chest. And exhale, tuck your toes under, press into your downward facing dog. Look to the front of your mat between your hands and then step your right foot forward. Look to the front of your mat and then left meets the right to the front of your mat. And as you inhale, slowly come all the way up, standing, reach up, and exhale, hands to heart center. And let it flow. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hinge from your hips, come all the way down. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, right meets the left. Plank pose. Come down on your knees, lower all the way down on your belly. Extend your toes. Inhale, find your cobra. And exhale, tuck your toes under, find your downward facing dog. Stretch your back heel, stretch your hips. Now look to the front, step the left foot forward, and then right foot meets the left at the front of your mat. And then inhale, come all the way up, stretch up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, hinge from your hips. Now this time, step your both feet back into your plank and then come down onto your knees. So we're back into all fours here. Now sit back for a child's pose. So bring your hips on your heels, release your hands in front of you and your forehead on the floor. Take a couple of breaths here and feel your body, feel your breath. Now on the next inhale, come back to your tabletop, your all fours. So level your hips and shoulders, draw the belly in. And then we're going to extend your left foot and your right hand. Now keep squeezing the belly in, keep your hips level, keep your shoulders level, flex the back foot. Now we're going to bend the back knee and reach for that foot behind our back. Now bring the foot away from you. Feel the openness through the hip and your shoulder. If you cannot reach the foot, you can use a strap or just keep reaching or just keep reaching for the foot. And then exhale, release the hand down. Now we're going to turn to the opposite side, the left side. So it helps with balance here if you move your right foot a little bit backwards. Now let's do a leg lift. 1, 2, 3. So squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your belly and feel the engagement through your core, through your obliques as well. Now we're going to bring the knee into the chest and step the foot in front. Now press into the front hand and start lifting the hips and then straighten the right leg. For a side plank variation, then extend the left hand towards the ceiling and keep lifting your hips as high as you can. Feel your obliques engage here. Feel the working through your core. And now let's go back. So your right foot goes back on your knee. Extend the left foot back. Now we're gonna bend the left knee and reach for the foot with your left hand for baby half moon posture. Now feel the whole of your front body stretches here. Keep a light engagement through your core. So we're always protecting our lower back. And then release your hand and release your knee. So we're back to our all fours here. And now we're gonna transition into downward facing dog, bringing our hips back and up. Now stretch through your back here. Let's look between the hands and step your both feet to the front. Now on the inhale, find your halfway lift, flat back. And on the exhale, fold forward. Now this time we're gonna hug the opposite elbows and allow your front body to hang from your hips. Relax the tension in your neck. You can do some yes and no with your hand to make sure there's no tension. And just hang from your hips here. Your legs are actively pressing down. Then release the hands. And then slowly, slowly come all the way up to standing and reach your hands over your head. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up one more time. Exhale, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Inhale, find your halfway lift. And exhale, step back into plank. Go down on your knees and all the way down on the floor. Extend your toes back. Inhale, find your cobra. Open the chest here, open the heart. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Now on the inhale, reach your right foot back. And as you exhale, step the foot forward. Now on the inhale, find your high lunge here. Reach your hands overhead. Now as you exhale, we're gonna transition, lean forward and shift your weight into the front foot. And we're gonna transition to warrior three with your hands by your side. So lifting your back foot. Strong back muscles, strong glutes, strong legs. Now release your right hand on the floor. We're gonna transition to half moon pose. Stacking your left hip on the top of the right, reaching your left hand towards the ceiling, and then your gaze can maybe go all the way up or otherwise can stay on the floor. Now feel the extending through your core here. So we're going to bring in some challenge here. So you can stay in half moon or you can try to bend your floating leg and reach for it behind your back. So similar as we did in our baby half moon. And feel really, really great openness through your shoulder, through your core, your hips, your groins, whole body really. It's amazing posture. And then release the foot and bring your both hands on the floor. Now bend the standing leg and slowly step back with your hand, step back into low lunge. As you inhale, reach your hands over your head. And as you exhale, frame the front foot and this time bring your hips back, straightening the front leg into half split. So let's feel this nice stretch through the hamstring and the hips. And then move forward on the next breath and then step back into downward facing dog. Great job everyone. Let's do the other side. Take a few breaths here. First balance and even out. If you want to go down on your knees for a child's pose, feel free to do so. Otherwise, you can remain in downward dog. Now on the next inhale, bring the left foot up and exhale, step the foot forward. Inhale, come up into high lunge. And now as you exhale, start leaning forward, shifting the weight into the front leg and then floating the back leg up into warrior three. So your hands can be either on your side or maybe in prayer position or over your head if you want additional challenge. Now we're going to transition to half moon. Your left hand goes down underneath your shoulder. Stack your right hip on the top of the left and your right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. So you're extending through the core like a starfish. Great strengthening posture. Now if you want that challenge, you can bend the knee and reach for the foot behind your back. And then press the foot away from you. Feel the intensive opening through the hips, through your groins, but also through your shoulder. And release back into half moon. And now your both hands go on the floor. Now bend the standing leg and gently step back into low lunge. Inhale, reach your hands overhead, open the chest, and exhale, place your hands down and find your half split. Shift the hips back. Inhale, gently moving forward, stepping back into our downward facing dog. Now breathe it out here. Breathe through your spine, breathe through your belly. If you need to pause, you can come down into child's pose. Now look to the front, step your both feet. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale to fold. And inhale, reach your both hands overhead and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up and exhale, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, and exhale, step your both feet back into plank. Lower down through Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra, open the chest, and exhale, downward facing dog. Shift those hips up and back. And now we're going to come down on our knees. Let's do some chest opening. So move your hands a little further forward. Keep your arms active and start folding down onto your mat. So you can go down on your forehead here, keep your arms straight. If you feel that you can go into deeper stretch in your shoulders, melt your heart down and come onto your chin. So your chest is touching your mat on the floor. This is amazing shoulder opening, really. It's a puppy dog pose. It should feel great around your shoulders. And then inhale, come up, bring your hands back in. Tuck your toes under and find your downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right foot up, and as you exhale, bring your shin forward for Pigeon Pose. So level your hips, extend your left foot back, just make sure your toes are pointing straight back, not inside. Inhale, look up, and then exhale, come all the way down on your forearms. So we're gonna keep this posture active here. So keep your hips level. So there's gentle engagement through the whole body, really. We're not just releasing to the floor. And breathe into your right hip area. Feel the stretch in that glute. Now we're going to come up onto our palms. And now we're going to bring our left arm underneath our right armpit and come down all the way onto your left shoulder. Now bring your right hand over your head. So we are twisting our upper back here. So we're moving our top shoulder back, bottom shoulder forward. So you can either stay here or you can reach your top arm up and bring it all the way behind your lower back, and maybe you can reach the toes of your right foot. This is really intense and amazing twist. So you can use a strap as well here to access the pose, to really feel the twist and the stretch in the shoulder. And then slowly on the inhale, come all the way back up onto your palms. Tuck your back toes under, and let's make a few circles in three-legged dog with that right knee to the opposite side, to the outside, just to counter pose our pigeon. Now let's do the other side. Inhale, reach your left foot up, exhale, place your shin to the front of your mat. Now level your hips, make sure your toes of the right foot are extending straight back. Now place your hands in front of you and lower down onto your forearms. So we're keeping it active here. Now breathing through your left hip, feeling your left glute stretching. Releasing any tension from your hip area here, and find your breath. Now let's go onto your palms, and now we're gonna take our right hand to the underside of left and come onto your right shoulder, bringing your left hand over your head, far away from you. So we're twisting in the upper back again, moving the top shoulder back, the bottom shoulder forward. So twisting as much as we can, as much as it feels comfortable. So you can either stay here, or you can try to reach your toes of the left foot behind your lower back with your top hand, just to enhance this twist a little. But just listen to your body. There's nothing you have to do. Just, if your body feels that you need a deeper stretch, go for it. Otherwise, just stay in previous variation. And slowly going out of the posture, come onto your both palms. Tuck your back toes under. Let's find a three-legged dog, making a few circles with your left knee here. And then release the foot into downward facing dog. Now inhale, come into your plank position. Exhale, chaturanga to the floor. Inhale, upper dog or cobra, your choice. And exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe it all out. Now let's step or hop to the center of your mat and sit back. Extend your feet to the front and lay down on your back. Now hug your knees here. You can move them and rock from side to side, give your lower back a massage. And now to close our practice, we're gonna go into happy baby posture. So we're gonna hold our feet from the outside. So your hands go to the inside of the knees and you're holding your feet from the outside. And just press your feet down. Feel the openness through the whole groins and pelvic area. This is great for pelvic floor, great posture. And just rock from side to side and giving yourself some self-love. I like to use the moments at the end of my practice to just feel the love and the energy that I've created in my yoga practice. And then squeeze into a ball, lift your head here, and then exhale, stretch it all out. And let's go in our Shavasana, our final posture. Now release any tension from the body, close your eyes, relax your face, relax your chest, your hips, and try to stay here for a couple of moments. And I'll just use this to thank you for joining me for today's practice. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button to subscribe to support the channel. And I hope I'll see you in the next class. And until then, namaste.